Good Friday morning. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to MessyMocha. It is 9:30 on January the 30th, 2026. You are listening to MessyMocha. It is 9:30 on January the 30th. There I go. I just muted the mic on the other side. You can see the chat, and there is Don Lemon. So we are going to cover this for a few minutes, and it's Duckery Friday. Please hit the like on your way in, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm learning about this. I was watching the premiere of Mocha Meltdown, and that was over an hour ago when the news, I guess, first broke. Well, Don Lemon, um, everyone probably knows who he is, ex CNN anchor. He has a broadcast here on YouTube. I think it's called Lemon Live or the Don Lemon Show. I've watched it, and he was involved in that church protest. So I'm looking at several news articles. This one comes from New York Post or the New York Post. Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Lemon's attorney, Abby Lowell, said in a statement shared with multiple reporters. Lemon spent the night in jail and is expected to make a first appearance in court sometime Friday. This, according to Brian Stelter, the chief media analyst for Lemon's former network. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is the statement, uh, the Don Lemon Show official statement from Abby Law, attorney for Don Lemon. Says Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Don has been a journalist for 30 years, and his constitutional or constitutionality protected work in Minneapolis was no different than what he was and has always done. The First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role is it to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. There is no more important time for people like Don to be doing this work. Instead of investigating the federal agents who killed two peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Trump Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest, and that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. This unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. Again, pardon me for the error in my reading. Let's see if I can listen to a little bit of this. Another journalist here. Again, this is fair use commentary.
Journalist Don Lemon arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Bill Malusian joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning to you. Our colleague David Sputt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators. Now, remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time.
So you hear that, just after midnight, Los Angeles time. Don Lemon arrested in connection to anti-ICE church protests. They had tried to get a sign off on it multiple times, a judge to sign the warrant for his arrest. And finally, they were able to obtain it. Let me read some of your comments right now, and we will again cover from different angles just for a little while. I do have some things I must do this morning, but because of the news, I thought, you know what? At least let me come on for a little while. I see Jennifer. Good morning, and good morning to my moderators, Vicky Black and Baby Juju. Let me just read your comment. This is outrageous. He was not part of the protest. He was covering the protest. A federal judge refused to sign an arrest warrant previously, and Bondi did it anyway. Good morning to you, Jennifer. Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning to Joanne. Yeah, I know. This is crazy. Let me see how CNN is covering this. Let's just leave that photo up there. CNN is writing, journalist Don Lemon was taken into custody on Thursday night in connection to a protest at the church in St. Paul, Minnesota. This according to his attorney. Let me see if I can skim through and just see what was going on. Court records related to his arrest were not immediately available. Lemon is expected to appear in federal court in Los Angeles on Friday morning. Lemon was in Los Angeles to cover the Grammy Awards and was arrested after 11 p.m. local time in a hotel lobby in Beverly Hills as he was leaving for an event. I could see that he had put an ad out that he was going to be at the Grammys and covering it. So they were there waiting for him. Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. So Don has been a journalist for more than 30 years. The First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose roles it is to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. I read from his attorney's statement. Lemon, a former CNN anchor, has said that he was present at the demonstration as a journalist and not as a protester. In a video of the episode that he posted on YouTube, Lemon says, "I'm just here photographing. I'm not part of the group. I'm a journalist." Still, senior Justice Department officials immediately and publicly asserted that Lemon would face charges. Lemon did not have a right to be on the church's private property, they've said, and interrupting a church service may have impeded the churchgoers' constitutional rights to express their religion. Good morning. I see up under the tree. Come on, y'all. Go ahead and smash that bush baby like or out there. You know, this is really serious. He is going to have an appearance in court this morning. It's Eastern time here, so it's 6:40 a.m. out there in Los Angeles. So if that is going to be, I'm just going to hazard a guess, between 8 and 9 a.m. sometime this morning. Can't be sure. Or between 8 and 10. That will be, 11 to 12. So maybe around noon it will be covered. Let's see. This is about attacking political enemies. They don't actually care about lawful or unlawful entry when Trump pardoned the January 6th insurrectionists. He invaded the church of the poison mind. Wow. Well, we know this is going to be coverage all day today on at least, some news outlets. It's a breaking story. It will be updated. Let's see. If minute by minute anything more is being covered here since he's been taken into custody. CNN has reached out to the Department of Justice for more information. The DOJ first attempted to charge 8 people, including Lemon, last week. Let's see. A magistrate judge rejected those charges against 5 of the people, including Lemon. It's highly unusual for the Justice Department to criminally charge a reporter, though it is not without precedent. Let's see. I wonder how AP is covering it. Mostly the same, I imagine. I wonder. And of course, it's being covered on YouTube. A lot of stations are covering it, or channels are watching it right now. Let's see. TMZ. How are they covering this? Celebrity news. Oh, yes. Oh, they have a nice picture, though. Let's see if I can just move that over. A nicer. Well, what's nice? This is a good picture of him. There. Yeah. Abby Lowell is a very respected and very good lawyer. He is. This will be another loss for the DOJ, but it sends warning shots to independent media who don't have money for lawyers. That's Jennifer again. I know this is right up your alley for news and coverage and politics and your point of view. What is going on in the news media today? Let's see. I'm trying to find out if they've scheduled anything in the court. Courts are usually open at 8:30. So far, it's not immediately clear. Who has the latest? Let's see. Los Angeles Times. This came out 6:15 a.m. Pacific time. Let's see if they're saying anything about story still developing. Will be updated. It's still breaking. Much the same as I'm skimming over it. Yeah. Good morning to Vicky. And good morning. So it's Morning Mocha, and it's 9:47. I thought I'd come on again 20, 30 minutes and give you the latest on this breaking news. I do plan to come back maybe later on Run Tell That too, late in the afternoon, something like that. Maybe before I go live tonight on this station. Yeah. It's Duckery Friday, not. I wonder. Of course, I don't know. I'm just thinking, he's going to make bail, or maybe they won't even set that, and he will be free to speak on his broadcast later today. I think. I don't know. We will see what is going to happen, and this will be his first appearance, and likely there will be another. And whether or not any of this will be sealed or not, we will find out. Joanne says, pay attention. America is on fire. Hashtag free Don Lemon. Let's see. It's all over Twitter. It's all over. Yeah, I'm looking here. That's a good statement. I can't believe that they did not give him an opportunity to turn himself in. This is being said by one of our viewers in the chat up under the tree. It's like surprise. He was covering the Grammys last night, so this was well orchestrated, planned, and federal agents made the arrest. Yeah. Let's see. Jennifer says, I didn't care for him on CNN, but I like him much better now that he's out of corporate media. Yeah, he has more control over what he can say. He is on channel. And what do you think is going to happen? Sorry for my clinging coffee mugs here. One is water, one is coffee. He's black, he's gay, and he speaks out against the administration. They can't stand him. Yeah. I don't know if I can make that any larger or not. Let me check out my email and see if anyone is chiming in. And thanks to a viewer who first alerted me while we were on this morning. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, there's some more breaking news. Has to do with a court case. Wow, I wonder if the judge is going to say anything in my case. I'm sure Kimmy will cover her breaking news. Let's see. Oh, her judge responded quickly. Anyway, it's just about 10 o'clock. Why don't I wrap this up? I'm going. Let's see. Let me just do one more thing. I don't know. Nothing so far in my case. Wow. All right. So I'm not going to make any announcement in the other case, but I'm sure they will. Good morning. I see Makeup Diva Curls. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Who's saying good evening? Maybe it is late where you are. I will never understand how a reality TV star became the POTUS. You mean like your fryer? Yeah. Wow. Hey, Juju, Vicky Black. I see you. And yeah, this is just crazy. It is. Again, for those of you who are now joining me, you probably already heard Don Lemon was arrested last night by federal agents who, I'm just going to say, descended on him. I mean, they surprised him, arrested him, and he will be in court sometime this morning. Yeah. And maybe by that time, we will have a lot more information. And you know what? Maybe if it's going to be around noon or so, I don't know. Maybe I can get back and cover some of it, at least stay apprised and be ready to cover it more thoroughly when I come on again. Yeah. All right. I think that might do it for me. Maybe a little music. Let's see. It is Duckery Friday. Let me just throw a cover real quick. Can I do that? And let's see. Here we go. Let's just throw that up for a minute. It's MessyMocha. Just give me a second, okay? Well, this is one of my favorites. Samantha, how about that?
She's so fierce with her style. She talks that talk and walks that walk in her high heels with pride. 살바랐지만 내게 익숙한 girl 예쁜 여자 쉬운 여자 Get to know her babe 깜짝 놀랄 걸 yeah. Samantha Samantha 그녀가 정말 원하는 건 Samantha Samantha Just to be loved love love that is all is all 사실은 다시 같이 가봐두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 좀 어려워 Samantha Samantha She's got a sweet sweet heart after all She's got a sweet sweet heart after all 급사랑에 푹 빠져버린 것 같아 Hang on, honey, there's more I love you, but I love me more Oh, that's what she said once Oh, she's wrong, loose cannon 어디로 튈지 몰라 사랑하는 그녀가 모습만 봐 And that's fine, she doesn't mind Get to know her, babe Then you can can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you smile Can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you can't help it but fall in love She makes you happy to fall in love The moment she makes you shine Samantha, Samantha 내가 정말 원하는 건 Samantha, Samantha Just to be loved, love, love that is all is all 사실은 다시 같이 가봐두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 좀 어려워 Samantha, Samantha She's got a sweet, sweet heart after all Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love 눈물마저 사랑스러워 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑이라면 다친데도 괜찮아 Samantha, Samantha She's got a sweet, sweet heart after all She's got a sweet, sweet heart after all tak한 사람만 바라보고 있잖아 사랑받아 마땅한 그녀
That's Samantha. Well, it is 10 a.m. and we're wrapping up this broadcast. I appreciate you stopping by and joining the mob, my other bears, the Grizzlies, and the Honey Bears. But now it's time to say goodbye. Happy Duckery Friday. Please be safe out there. It is freezing cold here in Detroit, Michigan. All right. So join me later. But for now, it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great Friday.
you.